Dick Barton, Special Agent. A new secret weapon of indescribable power has been invented by 2 British scientists. This weapon is now in the hands of Wilhelm Kramer and his gang. So are the 2 scientists. The one, James Thurgood, has joined Kramer of his own free will, but the other, Sir Archie Wrangle, has been kidnapped by Kramer and taken to his new hideout. Here, Kramer and Thurgood begin to torture Sir Archie Wrangle in an endeavour to obtain the secret formula.
We must get this information out of Wrangle, and quick.
There's only one thing left, Kramer.
The drug?
Yes, he won't talk any other way. We'll have to give him the truth drug. In his weakened state, he should react quickly and favourably. If I administer it now, just before he returns to consciousness, it won't have time to wear off before we question him.
How long will it take?
Oh, not long at all. Pass me that needle, will you, Kramer? Thank you. There. My hand! Look, my hand!
All right, Kramer, don't move. What?
Why, it's friend Barton again.
Oh, nice shooting, sir.
Look at my hand!
Lucky it wasn't your head.
It's bleeding fast.
Oh, shut up, Thurgood. I'm afraid you've upset Mr. Thurgood, my dear Barton.
Take a look at Sir Archie, Jean.
Yes, of course.
Snowy, just make sure our friends aren't armed.
I will. Now then, up with your hands. Now that's enough.
And what do you hope to gain by this, Barton? This house is full of my men.
That's all right. The place is completely surrounded, Kramer.
If I remember rightly, you had me completely surrounded in the tea warehouse, Barton.
How is he, Jean?
Looks as though he's coming round. They've been knocking him about, though. Look at these marks on his face.
Wrangle was so obstinate, Miss Hunter. You see what I mean, Barton?
Tell them to go away, at once.
Really, Barton, I must
If you
say...
don't tell them to go away at once, I shall shoot you in the stomach, both of you, now.
No, Kramer, no, tell them to go away. Tell them, Kramer.
I warned you.
Please, not so hasty.
At once, Kramer.
All right, my friends. Everything is quite all right. Get on with your duties.
We heard a shot.
It's quite all right. Don't worry. Carry on with your work. That satisfy you, Mr. Barton?
Saved you both from a nasty tummy ache anyway. Now, Snowy, if you'll do a spot of tying up,
Right, sir.
while Jean gets on the phone to Colonel Gardiner's office. I take it we may use your phone? Over here, Jean.
All right, Dick, leave this to me.
I don't like it at all, Hans, not at all.
But the leader said it was all right. I heard
There's something very odd going on in that room.
That's all right, Professor. The leader and that scientist fellow have been giving the old boy the works.
Yes, but they wouldn't shoot at him. I know. We'll send Blom down to the garden to have a look in at the window.
Find out go yourself, Professor.
No, it's a bit too dark outside in the garden. Besides, I might stop a bullet. But Blom is different.
Yes.
He may be a half-wit, but he's strong enough to deal with 6 normal men. Blom! Listen, Blom. The leader is in the big room. The room with the lights, you know? Good. The leader is in danger. Go down to the garden, look in through the window and find out what is wrong. Quickly. Blom, the leader is in danger. Good. If anyone is hurting the leader, Blom will tear them to pieces. We'll soon know what.
Any luck on the phone, Jean?
They think Colonel Gardiner's just got back. They're finding him.
Useful instrument, the telephone, Mr. Barton.
Very. How are you getting on, Snowy?
Just got James Thurgood nicely tied up, so now we'll start on friend Willie here.
Why all this roping, my dear Barton? After all, you hold all the trump cards. You say the house is surrounded?
You're too slippery a customer, Kramer.
Or would it be more truthful to say, Barton, that you 3 are here alone, in view of the fact that you were only just now notifying Gardiner of the position?
You talk too much, Kramer. I think you better be gagged as well as tied.
Hello?
Hello?
Is that you, Colonel?
Yes?
The Colonel's on the phone, Dick. Jean here.
Yes. Hello, Jean. What's the news?
We're at Lodge Hall. You know the address?
Yes, I know it. Thanks to you. So Lodge Hall is the new hideout.
Yes, and we urgently need... Hello? Hello?
What's the matter?
Line's gone dead. Hello? Hello? There is a door now.
So you are here alone, Barton. And it's late at night. Very unwise.
We shall see about that. At least you and Thurgood are at the wrong end of a gun, Kramer.
Why was the telephone cut? Unless someone in the house suspects. Lights have gone out.
Don't move, Jean. Or you, Snowy. Right, I'm holding Kramer. Now listen, Kramer. Shout for your men to put on the lights again.
I didn't tell them to put out the lights.
I want the lights on again, quick, and I'm past fooling.
Go on, sir. Shoot him in the stomach.
I most certainly shall, and I mean that. Keep talking, Jean, so that I know you're over there.
Don't worry about me. Colonel Gardiner's got our message. He'll be here any time now. And I'm not afraid of the dark.
What's that, sir? That heavy breathing sound. It isn't Wrangle.
Keep talking, Jean.
I'm quite all right, Dick. Don't worry about me. I'm perfectly all right. I'll keep on talking, just as you say.
Jean! Jean! What, Kramer, you asked for it.
No, don't. I'll tell them. Professor, Hans, Blom, put the lights on. Do you hear? Put the lights on at once.
Ah, that's better. Now we can see.
Where's Miss Hunter, sir? She's vanished.
Yes, but not for long. Listen, Kramer, tell your men at once to bring her back, otherwise I shoot both you and Thurgood.
Oh, my dear
I said at once, Kramer. I shall count 3 and then fire.
How very melodramatic. Surely.
1.
Oh, be sensible, my dear Barton.
2.
He means it, Kramer, you fool.
No.
3.
I'm sure. Ow! Ow!
That was only the fleshy part of your leg, Kramer. Next time it'll be your kneecap.
Kramer, don't be a fool.
1.
Professor, Hans, Blom, bring back the girl, quickly.
2.
Quickly, you fools, bring her here. You'll pay for this, Barton.
Oh, my Lord, sir, look. Look, he's got Miss Hunter by the throat. She's unconscious, sir.
Kramer, tell him to put her down, you swine. Put her down.
Put her down, Blom.
Mr. Barton, listen to me.
Who the...
Do not shoot the leader, Barton.
Sounds like that professor bloke again, sir. The man in the Homburg hat and the Macintosh who we met that first day.
Are you listening, Barton? If you shoot the leader, Blom will break the girl's neck. On the other hand, if you shoot Blom, I shall shoot the girl. I suggest you drop your gun and take your orders from me.
Oh, looks like he's got the whip hand, sir.
If I were you, Barton, I'd obey the professor. If you look at Blom, you'll see he's getting carried away by it all. Violence of any kind affects him that way. He's quite likely to break the girl's neck without knowing it. He doesn't really know his own strength.
Blazes. I could put a bullet through your stomach, Kramer.
In which case, Barton, the girl dies immediately, and you and your companion and Wrangle die later.
I think you had better be advised, Barton.
If he's covering us with a gun, why doesn't he shoot us, sir?
Because, my good fellow, friend Barton is holding the leader so tightly that any bullet aimed at Barton might conceivably hit our leader, a contingency I'm anxious at all costs to avoid. Drop your gun, Barton.
Blimey, look at the big fella, sir. He'll choke Miss Hunter.
All right, Kramer. You win this hand. There's my gun. Tell that devil to loose the girl.
Blom, put down the girl. Put her down on the floor. I think she's still alive, but she seems to have fainted. Now, come along in, Professor. You did very nicely. Keep Mr. Barton covered.
I should like very much to shoot Mr. Barton. If you wouldn't mind, I dislike him intensely.
So do I, my dear Professor. But I feel we may need him for experimental purposes in the near future.
A good idea, Kramer. We must try the secret weapon on someone. Why not Barton and co? Untie my hands, Professor.
A pleasure, Mr. Thurgood.
Better let me go now, Barton.
There you are.
Thank you. Quite a nasty little wound on my leg. I'm sure you're going to be very sorry about it eventually. In the meantime, that and that is something on account.
By a cowardly lot of rats, sir.
Never mind, Snowy. Our turn will come, old son. Let's have a look at poor old Jean.
Don't move, Barton, or I shall be forced
Oh,
to...
shoot and be damned. Hello, Jean, old girl. You feeling better?
Right, I'll shoot.
Don't shoot, Professor. Don't spoil this affecting reunion.
What happened?
An unpleasant gentleman tried to choke you.
Oh, yes, I remember. I did my best to shout. Oh, Dick Kramer's got a gun.
Yes, he's leading by a short head at the moment. Not for long, though.
Colonel Gardiner.
I certainly hope so.
Yes, we all expect that Colonel Gardiner will be on his way with loads of police constables. But I am afraid that once again, Plan 2 will go into operation. Call it Plan 3, if you like. A new hideout. And Colonel Gardiner will find that the birds have flown.
There's no time to lose, Kramer.
Don't worry, Professor. I think we shall be safely on the way before our friend Gardiner can do very much.
The cars are already outside.
Good. Get the men together then and tell them to be ready for an immediate getaway.
Plan 3.
Of course.
Plan 3.
Plan 3. Plan 3. Plan 3.
Listen, Professor. You will take Barton and the girl and Barton's companion in one car.
Yes, sir.
And I myself shall take James Thurgood together with Sir Archie Wrangle.
Listen, Cramer, Wrangle is in no fit condition to be moved from this room. You can see it's sheer cruelty.
Be quiet, Barton.
For humanity's sake, Cramer. Oh!
I said be quiet. Now then, Thurgood and Blum, you two get Wrangle into our car.
Right, come, Blum.
Do take care. The old man's
Why, you brave man, friend Cramer. Not afraid to strike any woman, providing she can't hit back. Okay, Jean, Cramer will have that one back with
Don't
interest.
bother about me, Dick. It's that poor old man being dragged about.
No good appealing to their better natures, my dear girl. They haven't got any.
Now listen, Professor. It's quite conceivable that Colonel Gardiner may arrive too soon or may pass us on the way, recognize us, and come in pursuit. If so, the rear car, that's the one that you will be in, Professor, will swerve at the first corner or fork and take a different route.
But why? I don't understand.
So that Gardiner and his men will follow the rear car, whilst our car proceeds on its way undisturbed. That is our usual arrangement. It is unlikely, Professor, that Gardiner will recognize our cars unless some outcry is made by the prisoners in your car. You will take adequate steps to prevent this.
But of course.
Just what those steps are, Professor, I leave to your inventive mind.
And I'll bet little pasty face can think up something nice and tasty, too.
I expect so.
All ready, sir?
Shall I go to Wrangle in the car? Good. Well, I leave you to make your own arrangements with your prisoners. Their hands are tied? Yeah, good. Don't be long, Professor.
Now, listen, Barton and all of you. I have here a claw. Just a rather beautifully made little claw. You see, made of steel. Exquisitely made.
So what?
I shall not gag any of you, but if circumstances arise which tempt any of you to cry out, well...
Well?
If the lady calls out, you, my dear Barton, will taste my claw down the side of your face. If you or your friend cry out, why, then the little lady will feel its caress. It's very sharp indeed. It would mark anyone for life. Come along, let us adjourn to the cars. There goes the leader's car. Good. So, we're all in this car, are we? Yes. I'll come in beside you. Sit facing you. That'll be better. Off we go. I think we might have one of the windows open. A little night air, my dear Barton, will no doubt help us all to cool off. But you will all three remember my warning.
Look, Dick, coming behind us, Colonel Gardiner's car. It's drawing out and passing us. Colonel Gardiner!
Right, Mr. Barton. I warned you what would happen.
Dick, I forgot. Oh, Dick.
All right. Quite all right.
You dirty swine. If only my hands were free,
I'm so sorry, Dick. I shouted without thinking.
Good thing.
Blast! They've seen us in the other car. They're turning. Faster, driver, faster! Give the signal to the leader in front. Faster! Swing off at the next fork or corner as soon as we can be sure they're following. Ah, the leader's pulling away. Good, good. Now, driver, at the next corner, swerve right. Now! Now, as fast as you can. Just a minute. Yes, good. They're following us.
Blast! Look, driver, you fool, slow down. I know this road. There's a devil of a drop and the road narrows. If you meet anything...
Faster! Faster!
Dick, your face. Oh, dear.
Never mind my face. It's this car that worries me. Look out, driver, look out. Jean, mine!
Has the car crashed? Have Barton and Jean been injured? Has Cramer escaped? If so, where to? Listen to the next installment of Dick Barton, Special Agent.